For years, controversies have shrouded the life of Sade, the R&B singer, whose song has melted our hearts in different ways. But just 3 minutes ago, dark secrets and rumors emerged. If you want to explore the aftermath of these secrets, then watch till the end. Dark Secrets and Controversies. Sade is a legendary figure associated with smooth jazz, soulful ballads, and timeless music. Her enchanting voice, like a soft breeze, can capture the attention of audiences all over the globe. However, controversy will inevitably come with all that fame. Even with her smooth voice, Sade has faced challenges in her life despite her luxurious appearance. From the beginning, Sade has consistently preserved a highly private life, especially in regards to her family. However, even the most private celebrities are unable to avoid family conflicts. Sade's personal life has had both positive and negative moments, beginning with her short marriage to Spanish filmmaker Carlos Pliego in 1989. The marriage, similar to numerous Hollywood relationships, ended quickly. Insiders quietly mentioned that there were some tensions in the relationship, but the couple handled the breakup discreetly and officially divorced in 1995. Refusing to abandon love, Sade sought comfort in the embrace of Jamaican music producer Bob Morgan. In 1996, they embraced their child, Isaac Theo Adu, originally named Ila Adu, as a team. Nevertheless, life with Bob also had its challenges. As Sade became more withdrawn and started to avoid public attention, gossip about disagreements between the couple began to circulate. In the end, they parted ways, and Sade returned to England, where she settled into a more peaceful existence in rural Gloucestershire, away from the busy world of celebrity. A major event in Sade's family life occurred in 2016 when her child Isaac publicly announced that they are transgender. Isaac made a transition and started living as a man, adopting the name Isaac Theo Adu. Although Sade typically kept quiet about personal issues, her love and support for her son were clearly visible. While she doesn't often talk about her personal life in public, Isaac took to Instagram to publicly show gratitude towards his mother for her support during his transition. He expressed sincere words, recognizing that Sade had supported him throughout the journey, demonstrating that her main role was being a dedicated, affectionate mother behind the scenes. Due to her peaceful attitude and preference for solitude, one might assume Sade would be the least likely to get into trouble. However, during the late 1990s, she was involved in a scandal that put her impeccable reputation at risk. During her time in Jamaica in 1997 with Bob Morgan, Sade was taken into custody for not stopping when the police pulled her over for speeding. Local sources suggest that Sade may have been overly bold with the authorities, causing tension with the officers. She was released on bail after a night in jail, during which the press sensationalized the story. Tabloids couldn't resist the tempting headline, "Smooth Operator in Hot Water." Sade refused to comment on the incident. However, sources indicated that she was dissatisfied with the way Jamaican authorities managed the situation. Shortly after, Sade returned to England, putting some distance between herself and the scandal and its accompanying drama. Sade continued to experience drama upon her return to the UK. Whispers of tension arose between her and her management during her Lovers Rock tour in 2001. Supposedly, there were disputes regarding the tour's direction, involving conflicts about timing and artistic disagreements. Although facing challenges behind the scenes, Sade managed the situation with her typical elegance and expertise, guaranteeing the tour's huge success. The controversies surrounding Sade enhance her attractiveness in various ways. Despite facing pressures in her industry and personal obstacles, she has consistently stayed composed, overcoming life's challenges in her way. One of the most intriguing debates surrounding Sade is her habit of disappearing from public view for extended periods. While many musicians release albums consistently, Sade is known for taking lengthy breaks, sometimes spanning a decade, in between each release. Her devoted supporters frequently ponder where she goes despite their loyalty. The annoyance has also spread to music industry executives, Nevertheless, Sade has always followed her path. In a field fixated on notoriety and continual output, Sade stays dedicated to producing art instead of pursuing fame. Every time she comes back with fresh music, she thrills the audience by releasing popular songs that prove her iconic reputation. The intense pressure of fame is probably the reason for her choice to step away from the public eye. Reports from the early 2000s suggested that Sade was facing challenges with episodes of depression. People who were near her were saying in hushed tones that her mental well-being suffered because of the constant spotlight and her avoidance of being the center of attention. However, Sade, as usual, never commented on these rumors in public. Instead, she found comfort in her peaceful rural residence, distant from the excitement and prestige of Hollywood. Even though Sade became famous for her music, her personal life was characterized by sorrow. Besides her messy divorce and the legal issues in Jamaica, there has been some worry about her health at times. Despite the gossip and speculation, Sade has consistently proved herself to be a resilient woman capable of looking after herself. In 2005, Sade bought a dilapidated house in Gloucestershire, moving away even more from the hectic world of being a celebrity. In that place, she could concentrate on what was most important to her, her peace and well-being. Choosing to renovate the cottage and establish a retreat from the chaos of celebrity life demonstrates her strength and insight into what is truly important. Even though Sade's romance with Bob Morgan came to an end, she eventually found love again in her life. Since 2007, she has been dating Ian Watts, a former member of the Royal Marines. Sade's family circle grew as a result of this relationship, acquiring a stepson in the process. While their relationship with Ian has mostly remained private, it appears to offer her the sense of stability she desires. Sade has faced a significant challenge in the past few years in supporting her son Isaac through his transition as a transgender man. When Isaac publicly revealed their sexual orientation on National Coming Out Day in 2016, it was a pivotal moment for them. In September 2019, Isaac openly shared a message on the internet, expressing his gratitude towards his mother for her constant encouragement during his transition. Even though Sade is known for her privacy, this was a rare look into her personal life and the strong connection she has with her son. The message served as a heartfelt reminder that underneath the glamour, Sade is primarily a dedicated mother. But how did she get to this point? Let's take a few steps back to the very beginning, where it all started. But before that, if you find this info valuable, be sure to hit that like button to support this video. Now, moving on. Early years and roots. Sade, born on January 16, 1959, in Ibadan, Oyo State, Nigeria, is the well-known name of Helen Folasade Adu. Her distinctive background, a mix of Nigerian and British heritage, was crucial in molding her sense of self. Her second name, Folasade, holds significant cultural meaning as it translates to crowned with wealth in Yoruba, showcasing her Nigerian father's background. Sade's father, Adebisi Adu, was a Nigerian economics lecturer of Yoruba heritage, and her mother, Anne Hayes, was an English district nurse. The couple first crossed paths in London, tied the knot in 1955, and relocated to Nigeria to begin their family. Nevertheless, Sade experienced tumultuous events during her childhood. At the age of 4, her parents went their separate ways. This occurrence led her mother to go back to England, with Sade and her older brother Banji to reside with their grandparents close to Colchester, Essex. Sade's exposure to her English heritage due to the change in environment led her to navigate the complexities of her dual cultural identity during much of her early life. When Sade turned 11, her family moved once more to Holland-on-Sea in Essex, where she resided with her mother. This stage of her existence was crucial as she shifted from being a child to entering adolescence. She finished her schooling at Clacton County High School and Colchester Institute, showing an early interest in creativity and the arts. When she turned 18, Sade bravely embarked on a journey towards autonomy and personal exploration. She relocated to London, a city renowned for its lively art and music scenes, in order to study fashion design at the prestigious St. Martin's School of Art. This step not just signaled her initiation into the realm of creativity, but also set the foundation for her upcoming music career. While she started out in the fashion scene, her experience in London eventually led her to the music industry, where she would become internationally famous as one of the most iconic and influential voices of her time. Transition from fashion to music. Following the completion of a 3-year fashion design course and a brief stint in modeling, Sade started singing backup for the British band Pride. She established a songwriting partnership with Pride's guitarist, jazz saxophonist Stuart Matthewman, and together, with the support of Pride's rhythm section, they started performing their sets at Pride concerts. Her live renditions of the track Smooth Operator, which she co-wrote with Ray St. John, caught the attention of music labels. In 1983, Sade, Matthewman, keyboardist Andrew Hale, bassist Paul Denman, and drummer Paul Cook left Pride to create the band Sade. When she played her first show at Heaven nightclub in London, she was so popular that 1,000 people were turned away at the door. In May 1983, Sade had their debut U.S. performance at the Danceteria nightclub in New York City. Sade Adu agreed to a contract with Epic Records on 18th of October 1983. The remainder of the band joined in 1984. After signing the contract, the band started recording their first album, Diamond Life, in London's The Power Plant. The album took 6 weeks to complete and was released on 16th of July, 1984. It reached number 2 on the UK album chart, sold over 1.2 million copies in the UK, and won the Brit Award for Best British Album in 1985. Diamond Life was also successful globally, topping the charts in multiple countries and making it to the top 10 in the US, with sales exceeding 4 million copies. Diamond Life sold more than 6 million copies worldwide, making it one of the most successful debut albums of the 1980s and the top-selling debut by a British female singer. Your Love is King was the first single from the album, released on 25 February 1984, and performed well in Europe, reaching number 7 in Ireland and number 6 on the UK singles chart. Although not as successful in the US, where it reached number 54 on the US Billboard Hot 100. The third single, Smooth Operator, released on 15 September 1984, was the album Diamond Life's biggest hit in the US. The song reached number 5 on the US Billboard Hot 100 and US Billboard Hot Black Singles, and also hit number 1 on the US Billboard Adult Contemporary chart. In Europe, it peaked at number 19 in the UK and made it to the top 20 in Austria, Switzerland, France, and Germany. The band's second album, Promise, was released in late 1985 and reached the top spot in both the UK and the US, becoming their first album to top the US Billboard 200 chart. The album reached the top of the chart in 1986, remaining there for 2 weeks. It eventually sold 4 million copies in the area and was certified quadruple platinum by RIAA. The album produced 2 singles, Never As Good As the First Time and The Sweetest Taboo, with the latter serving as the lead single and spending 6 months on the US Hot 100. The Sweetest Taboo reached number 5 on the US Billboard Hot 100, topped the US Adult Contemporary chart, and peaked at number 3 on the US Hot R&B, Hip-Hop Singles and Tracks. Sade's popularity led to radio stations bringing back the 70s tradition of playing album tracks, including Is It a Crime and Tar Baby on their playlists. In 1986, the band received a Grammy Award for Best New Artist. In 1986, Sade entered the world of acting by appearing in Absolute Beginners, a movie based on the Colin McInnes novel of the same title, which depicts the late 1950s London scene. Sade portrayed Athena Duncannon and provided vocals for the film's soundtrack. The movie was shown at the 1986 Cannes Film Festival and made £1.8 million in the UK. Stronger Than Pride, Sade's third album, was released on 3rd May 1988 and achieved great commercial success, earning triple platinum certification in the US. The album featured 4 singles, including Paradise, which reached number 16 on the US Billboard Hot 100 and number 1 on the US Billboard Hot R&B Hip Hop Songs chart. The band released Love Deluxe as their 4th studio album on 26 October 1992. The album reached number 3 on the US Billboard 200 and sold 3.4 million copies in the United States. It was certified 4 times platinum by the RIAA for shipping 4 million copies. The album also had success internationally, topping the charts in France and reaching the top 10 in New Zealand, Sweden, Switzerland, and the UK. Additionally, the album was certified gold in the UK. The group's initial compilation album, The Best of Sade, was launched in November 1994. The album achieved success in the UK and US, with platinum and 4 times platinum certifications. It featured songs from Sade's past albums and a cover of Please Send Me Someone to Love by Percy Mayfield. After 8 years away, the band released their 5th studio album, Lovers Rock, on November 13, 2000 to positive reviews from music critics. It ranked at number 18 on the UK Albums Chart, number 3 on the US Billboard 200, and achieved triple platinum status from the RIAA, selling 3.9 million copies in the US by February 2010. Sade won a Grammy Award for Best Pop Vocal Album in 2002 for the album, with the lead single, By Your Side, also being nominated for Best Female Pop Vocal Performance. Despite losing to Nelly Furtado's I'm Like a Bird, the single was still ranked as the 48th best love song of all time by VH1. Sade and the band started their 5th concert tour, called Lovers Rock Tour, to promote the album. The band's website announced the tour in April 2001, stating it would start in the summer of that year with a total of 30 shows. The original dates were postponed because rehearsals ran longer than expected. The performances were popular, with several venues scheduling extra shows. The tour was extended for 8 more weeks in August 2001 because of high ticket requests. Seen as a return to form by critics, it was the band's first shows since 1994 and happened in 2001. Many people thought the journey would spread to different countries, but it did not happen. Having more than 40 performances, it ranked as the 13th largest tour in North America, generating more than $26 million. After the tour, the band put out their debut live album, Lovers Live, which was released on 5 February 2002 through Epic Records. Lovers Live peaked at number 10 on the US Billboard 200 and number 51 on the UK Albums Chart, making it the first album by the band to not reach the top 20 in the UK. The RIAA certified the album gold on March 7, 2002, with US sales of 562,000 copies, and the DVD was certified platinum on January 30, 2003, for shipping 100,000 copies. After releasing Lovers Rock, Sade took a 10-year break, during which she relocated to the Caribbean, raised her child, and made a rare public appearance in 2002 to accept an Order of the British Empire at Buckingham Palace for her contributions to music. In the same year, she participated in the Red Hot Plus Riot album, a tribute to Fela Kuti, where she co-produced a remix of her song, By Your Side. The band's 6th album, Soldier of Love, was released globally on 8th February 2010, marking their return to new material after a decade. It garnered positive reviews and was a commercial success, debuting at number 1 on the Billboard 200 with 502,000 copies sold in the first week in the US. Soldier of Love was the band's initial album to enter at the top spot and its 2nd album to reach number 1 on the chart. The group's album had the highest sales week since AC/DC's Black Ice debuted at number 1 in 2008, making them the act with the longest gap between number 1 albums. The debut single, Soldier of Love, was first aired on US radio on December 8, 2009, and became available for digital download on January 11, 2010. Following that, Baby Father and The Moon and the Sky were also played on U.S. Urban Adult Contemporary Radio on April 13th, 2000 and August 24th, 2010, respectively. Soldier of Love won Best R&B Performance by a Duo or Group with Vocals at the 2011 Grammy Awards, while Baby Father was nominated for Best Pop Performance by a Duo or Group with Vocals. The band started their Sade Live Tour, also called the Once in a Lifetime Tour or the Soldier of Love Tour, in April 2011. They traveled to Europe, the Americas, Australia, and Asia to support their sixth studio album and second compilation album, The Ultimate Collection, 2011. The band's first tour in almost 10 years ranked 27th in Polestar's Top 50 Worldwide Tour mid-year, making over $20 million. By the end of 2011, it placed 10th on Billboard's annual Top 25 tours, earning over $50 million with 59 shows. Bring Me Home, Live 2011 documented the tour and was released in May 2012. In March 2018, the band that shares her name released the acoustic ballad Flower of the Universe for the soundtrack to the Disney film A Wrinkle in Time. Director Ava DuVernay was surprised when she asked Sade to contribute to the album, as she never expected her to agree. Later in the same year, Sade released The Big Unknown for the soundtrack of the film Widows from 20th Century Fox. The director of that movie, Steve McQueen, mentioned that Sade agreed to compose the song for the film because the original Widow series had a strong impact on her. The follow-up to Soldier of Love is currently being developed. During the summer of 2022, the band was the first to start recording songs for their seventh album at the refurbished Miraval Studios, where they worked on Promise and Stronger Than Pride before. Recognitions and awards. In 2002, Sade was awarded the prestigious title of Officer of the Order of the British Empire, OBE, in recognition of her outstanding musical contributions. This award did not only acknowledge her skill, but also her impact on the cultural scene. After being awarded the OBE, Sade stated that the recognition meant a lot to her and all Black women in England. She highlighted how important the honor was, not just for her accomplishments, but also for the portrayal of Black women in the artistic and public sectors of the UK. Sade, with her subtle elegance, had once again demonstrated her capacity to be a significant presence, both in the music industry and in terms of cultural influence. In 2017, birthday honors, Sade was elevated to the rank of Commander of the Same Order, CBE, in acknowledgement of her continued contributions to music 15 years later. This increase in position highlighted her lasting impact and reputation in the music industry. Sade continued to be recognized as a symbol of artistic brilliance, despite making rare public appearances and taking long breaks between releasing albums. She was recognized at the highest levels for her silent determination and commitment to her art, solidifying her reputation as one of the most iconic and respected musicians of her era. Sade's path to becoming known in the music industry started early on, and in 1986, she achieved a milestone by becoming the first Nigerian artist to win a Grammy Award. Being awarded Best New Artist solidified her position in the worldwide music industry. This accomplishment went beyond being just a recognition. It indicated that her distinct voice in music had made an impact globally. The Grammy was a significant event, establishing her as a pioneer for Nigerian and British artists alike. In 2023, Sade was once again recognized for her achievements when she was welcomed into the Songwriters Hall of Fame. This accolade praised both her singing skills and her talent for writing songs, recognizing the deep emotions and resonance in her music. In order to enhance her impact, Sade was nominated for the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in 2024, proving the lasting significance of her musical influence. Every accolade symbolized her enduring impression, guaranteeing the remembrance of Sade's legacy for future generations. What is her legacy? Legacy. You see, Sade's life and professional journey combine artistic excellence, private life, and cultural impact, which has left a lasting impression on fans around the globe. Her voice, as the New Yorker put it, has a gritty contralto, with a hint of sadness, but not overwhelming, and a distinctly English essence that cannot be easily defined. The BBC also characterized her voice as husky and restrained, and drew comparisons to the iconic Billie Holiday. Fans from various genres are drawn to her music, which mixes soul, jazz, pop, and funk. With her group Sade, she built a successful collection of songs that skillfully delves into the intricacies of love, dedication, loyalty, and companionship, all while keeping a relaxed sound. Sade's accomplishments are the result of her extraordinary blend of talent, beauty, mysterious personality, and seemingly unidentifiable background. Even though she is referred to as a pop star, her profound artistry and nuanced emotions elevate her beyond traditional pop fame. Many people refer to her songwriting as soulful and jazzy, yet it is also user-friendly for fans of easy-listening music. By combining genres and refusing to follow musical fads, Sade has established a classic charm that has solidified her as a prominent and influential artist of her era. Her impact goes beyond her music style, impacting hip-hop and R&B. Rapper Rakim from Eric B. and Rakim acknowledged her influence by mentioning her song Smooth Operator in his 1988 track Microphone Fiend. In the same way, Talib Kweli commended her accuracy at a show at Madison Square Garden, while Missy Elliott expressed her respect for Sade's legendary Smooth Operator performance. Hip-hop acts such as Souls of Mischief and Tanya Morgan were raised on her music, with Tanya Morgan naming her as one of their top artists. Malice and Pusha from Clips, among other hip-hop figures, have also recognized her impact on their music. Kanye West praised Soldier of Love, declaring her music superior, while Rick Ross admitted his love for her work, claiming there was never a subpar Sade track. Sade's impact can be felt in the realm of R&B, with artists such as Beyoncé crediting her music as a steadfast source of inspiration. The deceased vocalist Aaliyah praised Sade for remaining loyal to her style despite shifting trends, referring to her as both an incredible artist and an incredible performer. Brandy, a well-known R&B artist, has mentioned Sade as a key influence on her vocals. Even artists from different genres, such as heavy metal singers Greg Puciato and Chino Moreno, have recognized Sade as an inspiration. Even with her huge popularity, Sade has been able to maintain a mysterious and private life. Fans and the music industry have been left longing for more, as she has taken extended breaks between albums. However, each time she comes back, she brings music that confirms her status as one of the greatest artists in history. Her decision not to adhere to the high-speed expectations of the industry, choosing instead to take extended breaks to rejuvenate her creative energy, is one of the reasons she is highly respected. Unlike many other artists of her time, Sade doesn't put out music just to stay in the public eye or achieve commercial success. She makes music because it's a fundamental aspect of her artistic identity. Yet, she has faced difficulties throughout her life. Sade has experienced a number of controversies, breakups, and legal issues. In spite of these challenges, she has consistently managed the turbulent seas of stardom with elegance and composure. During the late 1990s, she encountered legal problems in Jamaica by getting arrested for not stopping for the police when she was pulled over for speeding. The media heavily covered the story, but Sade decided to keep silent and go back to her life in England. Her capacity to avoid controversy, yet still earn respect and admiration from fans, demonstrates her inner strength and resilience. Despite these challenges, Sade's legacy remains unblemished. Her music achievements have been acknowledged multiple times, beginning in 1986, when she was the first Nigerian artist to win a Grammy Award for Best New Artist. In 2002, she received the title of Officer of the Order of the British Empire, OBE, for her contributions to music, which she deemed as a significant acknowledgement for me and all Black women in England. In 2017, after 15 years, she was once again recognized for her contributions to the music industry and promoted to Commander of the same order, CBE. In 2023, Sade was honored by the Songwriters Hall of Fame for her exceptional songwriting skills, and she is a contender for induction into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in 2024, confirming her lasting legacy in music history. So where is Sade now? What have you recently heard about her? What has she been up to? Let's see. Current activities. Although she is famous, Sade prefers the simplicity of farm life instead of the glamour of Hollywood. After dropping her last album, Soldier of Love, in 2010, she has mostly gone missing in action. However, do not underestimate her just yet. In 2018, she unveiled 2 fresh tracks for movie soundtracks. Flowers of the Universe for Ava DuVernay's A Wrinkle in Time, and The Big Unknown for Widows. These songs served as a reminder that Sade still possesses that special talent. Sade has maintained a level of privacy about her personal life, but it is public knowledge that she has been involved in a long-standing relationship with Ian Watts, who is a former member of the Royal Marines. The couple has been in a relationship for many years, with Ian playing a major role in her life, providing stability and encouragement. Despite being 65 years old, she still maintains her title as the Queen of Cool, with a reported net worth of $70 million. Sade will forever remain our awesome sister, and we'll just have to be patient to see when she releases her next hit track. Sade's decision to focus on a more peaceful life outside of the busy entertainment world is praiseworthy. Numerous famous individuals believe it is important to consistently be visible to the public, frequently turning to social media or public events to remain significant. On the other hand, Sade has adopted a way of life that mirrors her beliefs and individual likes. The tranquility and simplicity of farm living help her connect with the natural world and find comfort away from the hectic realm of celebrity. Her confidence and individuality are highlighted by her willingness to take a step back from the spotlight. Although some may pursue fame, Sade's choice to withdraw to a quieter life indicates a deep appreciation for life's true priorities. This decision appeals to supporters who value genuineness and the bravery to live life on their terms. Sade exemplifies coolness by prioritizing her happiness over Hollywood's expectations, ultimately making decisions that resonate with her authentic self. Sade's music is known for its heartfelt emotions and soulful melodies. Despite being less prolific in her output in recent times, her previous creations still have a lasting impact on the music scene. The music she produced in the late 80s and 90s is classic, and her mellow, seductive vocals are still memorable. Songs such as Smooth Operator and No Ordinary Love have established her reputation as one of the top artists in modern music. The release of Soldier of Love was a noteworthy moment for fans, demonstrating her talent in combining soul, R&B, and jazz to create a unified sound. The album received praise from critics, confirming her status in the music industry despite taking a long break. Her ability to go on long pauses from putting out music while still catching everyone's attention reflects greatly on her talent and the admiration she has accumulated throughout the years. The music she added to movie soundtracks in 2018 was a pleasant surprise for eagerly anticipating fans. Flowers of the Universe and The Big Unknown exemplified her skill in adjusting her music to suit varying themes while still retaining her unique style. Her continued importance in the entertainment industry is underscored by the use of her songs in popular films, despite her shift towards a more subdued lifestyle. In recent times, Sade's connection with Ian Watts has played a substantial role in her life. While a lot of famous people have turbulent relationships that are often seen by the public, Sade has chosen to keep her personal life private. Her enduring collaboration with Watts seems to provide her with happiness and balance, enabling her to pursue her passions like music, agriculture, or peaceful living away from the spotlight. In a society where many individuals crave validation through social media and public events, Sade's choice to embrace a more tranquil existence is a breath of fresh air. It serves as a reminder that genuine joy is usually found in simplicity and genuineness rather than seeking fame. We eagerly anticipate more music from her in the future, but for now, we honor the impact she has made and the charisma she exudes. We are excited to see what Sade's next artistic project will be, as she continues to be a great example of living life on one's terms. So, what do you think about Sade's dark secrets and controversies? Let us know in the comments. If you want more interesting revelations, be sure to like, subscribe, and watch the next video shown on your screen. See you there.